Okay, let's just forget about complex math problems for a second. Forget memorizing facts. What if? What if true creative intelligence isn't about any of that conventional stuff? What if it's actually hidden in those everyday habits? You know, the ones that people might even call a little weird.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Come on, have you ever been called a daydreamer or been told your head is just permanently in the clouds? Maybe someone's told you to just focus while your mind was off, I don't know, building entire new worlds. It's that feeling, right? That you just don't see things the same way as everyone else.
Well, what if I told you those weird habits aren't flaws at all? What if they're actually signs of a rare, really powerful level of intelligence? Today, we're going to dive into the 7 signs that you might just have a highly creative IQ.
All right, so let's get into it. First things first, we've got to understand that not all intelligence is something you can measure on a test. Nope, there's a whole other kind of smart out there.
So, take a look at this. On one side, you've got your traditional IQ. That's all about logic, memorizing facts, math problems, finding that one right answer. But then, look at the other side. That's creative IQ. Think of it like your brain's secret superpower. It's all about imagination, seeing patterns no one else does, and basically running a million what-if scenarios in your head. See, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can do with what you know.
So how does this superpower actually show up? Well, let's start by looking inward, inside your own mind, at the signs that point to this incredibly rich inner world you've got going on.
We're going to break down 3 key internal traits here. First, being a chronic daydreamer. Second, seeing hidden patterns. And third, feeling emotions really, really deeply.
Okay, first up, the chronic daydreamer. If you're someone who is constantly lost in thought, listen up. That is not a weakness. It's actually a high-level cognitive process. It means your brain is busy building new worlds, running simulations, and connecting really complex ideas in ways most people just can't.
Next up, you see patterns where everybody else just sees chaos. You know what I mean? You're the one who spots the hidden theme in a conversation, or somehow connects 2 totally unrelated topics. This is why you find solutions that are invisible to other people, because you're not just seeing the world for what it is, you're seeing it for what it could be.
And sign number 3 inside your mind, you feel things deeply. And let me be clear, this is not a weakness. It just means your brain is basically hyper-tuned to emotional data. That sensitivity, it's a tool. It's what allows you to create things that really, truly resonate with people. You don't just think with your mind, you think with your whole heart.
All right, so that's what's going on inside. Now let's shift gears and look at how that rich inner world actually translates into your actions, how you interact with the world around you. The next 3 signs are all about what you do. You don't join trends, you value your alone time, and yeah, you question pretty much everything.
So you never join trends. And look, it's not about just trying to be different for the sake of it. It's because you prioritize your own internal logic way more than you care about external validation. You'd rather invest your precious energy in things that have real, lasting value, not just, the fleeting digital noise of the day. You also really, truly value solitude. And again, this doesn't mean you're antisocial. Not at all. It means you're busy observing and you prefer deep, meaningful connections over just small talk. For a mind like yours, time alone isn't lonely. It's absolutely essential fuel for your big ideas.
And this one's big. You question everything, especially authority and the rules. You're not doing it just to be difficult, right? It's because your brain is literally wired to find a better way, to innovate. That independence is exactly why you're a leader, not a follower.
Okay, now for my favorite one. It's this fascinating paradox that really defines so many creative people. It's a contradiction that probably confuses the heck out of other people, but to you, it makes perfect sense.
Here it is, you can appear kind of lazy. You absolutely hate busy work, right? But the second you find a project you're actually passionate about, whoa, you become fiercely ambitious. It's like a switch flips. Seriously, when you find a project you love, you show a scary level of discipline. We're talking hours and hours of work perfecting every single tiny detail because your creative drive just refuses to let you settle for good enough. So, how rare is all this? This whole combination of traits? Well, some research suggests that only about 2%, just 2% of people, truly have this type of highly creative mind. So if you've been sitting there nodding along to all of this, guess what? You're part of a very, very select group.
So, what does this all mean? Where do we go from here? Well, it means it's time to stop seeing all these things as weird quirks or problems and start seeing them for what they really are.
Look, I get it. Being highly creative and having a mind that works this way can sometimes feel like a struggle, for sure. You might feel misunderstood, maybe even a little out of place, but I'm telling you, it's not a burden. It is a gift. It is the engine that drives innovation, art, and all progress. Your unique way of seeing the world, that's your superpower.
So now that you know, there's really only one question left to ask. What are you going to create?